fertile, I'm ovulating, I don't take birth control, and I don't believe in Plan B because it makes me really sick. Like, it really does. I said all of that. I put it on the table. I made sure that I said, do you understand that? Like,
Right.
So I get this question a lot. Hey, man, should I be raw dogging? Should I use a condom? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, the answer is this, man. Always use a condom, all right, man?
Well, look, man, I'm gonna say this, right, bro? Do what's best for you. Or do you want to avoid being somebody's baby daddy? So
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, guys, no, all jokes aside, guys, besides all the jokes, real talk, guys, use a condom, okay? Quite frankly, there's a lot of diseases out there. You don't know what your partner may or may not have. And guys, in general, babies are very expensive. To be honest, I'd rather get the HIV than get a baby. I'm just kidding. But but all jokes aside, babies are very expensive, guys. Dude, we just messed around this whole video. We didn't take this serious at all.
I took it serious.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Bro. All right, with that said, make sure to share this video with a friend that never wears condoms.
Rawdog.com. So there was definitely the topic of protection came up.
I wouldn't say protection necessary. I gave every warning that I intended to give. I'll put it that way. Because I thought, both being adults, he would say fertile, no Plan B, no condom. So he doesn't believe in foreplay, so there wasn't really any real foreplay.
I cannot laugh. I'm
sorry. I'm trying to get you to understand how we got to the no condom part. So there's no foreplay. He tried to finger me, but he couldn't find the clit. Anyway, so it was really awkward, and so I was just like, let's just, like, this is really awkward. If it did feel like high school, I was like, this is not it. So he kind of got on top of me and like had his entire body weight on me. And at this point, I'm kind of like a little panicky because I'm like, wait a minute, like I don't like this.
He's planking on you?
No, like he was just like hovering, like he was like this.
Hold on, you gotta read the tweet because the tweet was very well written.
Yeah, I can't really say it, but the tweet explained exactly.
Please read the tweet because it was like.
I just have so many questions, like, and I'm just, just being a good co-host. I'm just trying, I'm just trying to paint a picture. I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Yeah, this shit is. Oh man.
Like I'm. Again, I wasn't there.
Goddamn.
I kind of wish I was from the way this shit sounds.
I did not want to be there.
This sounds amazing.
This sounds like a super bad comedy.
Okay, so the tweet says, that man emotionally manipulates and coerces women into extremely rough and degrading sex. He does things that he knows women don't like. He gets on top of them and overpowers them. He pulls their hair and puts them in positions where it's not easy to stop him. Once he gets on top of you, he's in control. He doesn't use condoms. He doesn't give that option. He will take advantage of you and your body. And if you're a person who panics when you can't get out of something, if your body shuts down and you can't move, if you go into mental shock, it's over for you.
Who tweeted that?
Me.
See, I want to ask you about that. The part. Okay, so the part where it's like multiple women, because that's the part. That was the red flag for me. That's where I was like, oh shit. Because what she described, that wasn't the first time I was told that about him. So I want to ask you is, did you hear, did any other women reach out to you?
No.
Or how did you know that this is like a pattern for him?
I knew it was a pattern because he felt extremely comfortable doing it. Normally when men try to dominate sexually, there's a hesitation or there's a safe word, there's a hesitation, but he just was on top of me, there was full weight, and then it was a wrap.
I just have a question because I just want to make sure that we're being responsible. Mm-hmm. So, but it is safe to say that this was a consensual.
Yes, and I've said it a lot.
I just want to make sure.
The initial idea of sex was consensual. I had my shorts off, I was chilling, I was vibing, all that. I allowed him to attempt to finger me, like everything up until that point was.
It just got rough
really rough
after.
Yeah,
okay.
It got really rough.
We just have to be responsible, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a professional. Like, I don't know. And these laws keep changing, and they're like all over the place. But see how she says up until that point, it's like, Like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, you know?
He said what he had to say. He got on the phone and begged me to come on his show and fix it. Begged me, pleaded with me. Said, please clear my name. And the thing that I want to point out is he asked me, you know, do you know what coercion is? I know what it is. But I said no, so that he could explain it. And in his mind, it only involves like violence. You can be mentally and emotionally coerced.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this though. You know, and I mentioned this in our last stream. You know, have you gone to the police yet?
I have not gone to the police because,
I mean,
and like I
Did you ever like? Was there ever? Because I'm gonna ask more details, and I'm not trying. And I want to ask them in a way where it's not insensitive to your experience, or anyone else that may have been through something like that. That's
many
watching
women
this
have.
as well.
Plenty of women.
Relying on you to kind of be the protector and to like not hurt her at the same time. Because quite frankly, I mean, I'm sure Alicia could talk about this a little bit. Most girls have been on a lot of bad dates with weirdos. Your number one job when you first meet with a girl is you need to handle safety objections right away, because that's when the seduction can happen.
Was there a time when you just said, "Hey, stop," and then, like, just walk us through that? Because I don't want to.
Because I thought at the time that I liked him, and because in similar situations I didn't say stop, no. Like I kind of just panicked for a little bit. And I am a people pleaser, so in my mind I was already like, no, it's fine, like it's okay. This might just be the way that he's used to having sex. Like it's okay, everything's fine. I'm just gonna address it after the fact and let him know, like, hey, I don't like that shit, type thing. So I kind of, like, in general, I kind of have a tendency to, if something makes me uncomfortable, I just kind of go through it. Like I don't know. So I definitely could have said stop. A couple times I did say, like, hey, you're really rough. A couple times I did say, hey, I don't like that. There was one time where I was like curled up in a fetal position because I was like, this is a lot. But yeah, no, I did not say stop. But he did insert himself into me without a condom, without my permission, when he was on top of me, and I was in a position where I really couldn't move.
So I mean, are you open to talking to other women about similar experiences and finding some type of strength or support in that? Because I feel like this is something like I can't even, what I mean? I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like this is something you kind of gotta talk to some women that, you know what I mean?
I mean, to be responsible, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to have an open discussion without seeming like you're prying or being, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Whoa, you know what I mean? Like, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, it is very uncomfortable. So, I mean, is there anything else as a result of that came after that, like, intercourse? Like, is there any result of that happened after? Was there any conversation?
Yeah, no, there were multiple conversations. Basically, I told him, like, hey, these are the lines and the boundaries that I have sexually. Don't cross those. Like, just don't do it. And I told him why, which was because of previous sexual assault. And he didn't give a
really comfortable. We feel like you care about what happens to us, you know. So that's really important for a woman to feel that you care about us.
We did have sex again, but only because once I told him those things, I was like, it's a mishap. Like, it's okay, it's fine. It'll be different this time.
You don't remember me saying, I don't like to be kissed, and you repeatedly pressing your lips against my lips, and I was trying to move my head, I was trying to move away, but you were on top of me. You don't remember that, but I do. I remember it every fucking time I lay down to go to fucking sleep. I remember that shit. And you want me to sit here and act like you didn't do anything wrong? Are you fucking kidding me? I hope you are recording everything.
I am.
I hope you put it on your fucking podcast.
Yep.
Because you do something wrong. If someone tells you what the fuck a boundary is, don't fucking cross it.
Simone, did we? Oh, see?
And it was the exact same. And that's when I was like, okay, this nigga really just doesn't give a fuck about me and my body or anything.
Well, okay, so there was mentions of pregnancy, and then immediately, people were like, oh, how do we know that this is his baby and all this type of things, and I know the lead attorney, kind of asked that question in all seriousness, and I believe it is a valid question. So I mean, I'm gonna ask that question. I mean, you are for sure pregnant.
You're saying that you're showing, and this is just coming out, right? And it seems that they were saying, like, listen, the tall guy, he was trying to get you to show proof of the pregnancy.
Transforming simps to pimps, baby.
Really pregnant?
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Is
very
Myron
early,
Gaines?
but yes,
Is Myron Gaines the father?
yes, he is.
Okay.
You are for sure pregnant, and for sure pregnant by him.
Yes, I'm for sure pregnant, and after feeling taken advantage of that way, there's no way that I would have any sex after that, definitely. But before that, like, I had just moved here. I didn't know anybody. I was completely by myself. I was not thinking about sex. I was trying to establish myself.
So you're saying here, for the record, there's no way in hell that there's any chance of anyone else being able to declare that child as theirs?
No, both him and I know it.
Oh. I mean, the only thing with things like this is time always tells.
Yeah.
So once time has passed, then that's it.
Well, one of the biggest issues that I have with this character is his level of hypocrisy in just so many areas. I mean, whether it's talking shit about dudes and acting like you want to fight and you'll beat people up and all this kind of bullshit, but then you avoiding a fucking fight when it's brought to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's talking about being alpha and being a real man, all this kind of shit, and then treating women like, you know what I'm saying, a bully treats, you know what I'm saying, short kids. It's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or the way you talking shit about people, but then you need to use those same people to get ahead in business. It's like, okay, but then you say that you see integrity in other men, but you show no integrity. It's just so much hypocrisy. It's like, oh, Twitch is like stupid. It's just for gamers. I don't see any reason to be on Twitch. But then like a couple months later, you're on Twitch. It's just like, there's just a million things that are like glaringly hypocritical about this guy. And then in the nature of what the fuck he does, he's constantly saying stuff on the record. So it's like, dude, you're recorded saying these things, and then in real life you're exhibiting the opposite. So for example, I hear a lot of negative talk about baby mamas and single moms and all this type of shit, but then here you are telling me in real time that this guy created a baby mama.
Celebrity junk. Guys, today I found an article popped up on thesun.co.uk. It's a very popular website there. And they did a hit piece on one Myron Gaines. Okay, talk about what he had to say. Rather, he pretty much says that, there are reasons why you shouldn't date single moms. He says, date music! Guys, single moms are for recreational use only. Protect yourself and your wallet. Peace.
You know what I'm saying? And in a situation, in a scenario where it's just like he's 100% responsible because he's the one forcing the unprotected sex. So it's not even the woman being irresponsible or whatever the case may be. It's you pressuring women into unprotected sex and creating a baby mama, but then you've spent how much time criticizing single moms, but then you made a single mom.
Today, the discussion between me, Fresh, and Chris obviously is going to be about single moms. There's a lot of content out there. Obviously, if you're a fan of any of the content in the sphere, people talk extensively about the dangers of single mothers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So then when it comes to making women feel safe and protecting women and this type of stuff, so I gotta ask, do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? Do you feel supported?
No, I don't feel safe. I don't feel protected. I don't feel supported. I don't feel like any of this is affecting him the way that it's affecting me. And since it happened, I've literally been like alienating myself. I stay in the house. I only leave when I need food. Like, I'm depressed as fuck, to be honest. And it's something that I'm dealing with by myself, and it's really hard. And he knows that it's hard, and he hasn't decided at any point to step up and be a man.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of work with a friend of mine, from the Duke and Dawn podcast. I love those guys. Shout out to those guys over there. But a lot of the motivation that we have for addressing these issues is simply that we're really not comfortable with this message that's being spread. There's a lot of young, influenceable dudes that are following these guys.
So a couple things. Myron has been lying to everyone, saying, one, I was threatening to expose him, threatening to ruin his business. Obviously, you can see from the proof that's not true. A lot of his following is under the impression that I was trying to get on his show or asking to be on his show. Again, you can see from the screenshots, that's not the truth. I didn't even know anything about his show, which again, that's a lesson I learned. Don't agree to come on a show unless you've actually researched the show. But I'm making a video about it now because I'm getting harassed and bullied daily by his following and by his people. Myron told the guys on the podcast told everyone to put my Instagram handle in their bio.
Like, what's her Instagram again? It goes something like
Anna Quinn Fitness.
Oh,
there you go. Anna Quinn Fitness. Y'all want to roast her? I don't care.
Yeah.
She wanted to smoke. Okay. Now you got to deal with that. Now you got to get embarrassed and look stupid and all this other shit.
Someone put her Instagram in the chat.
They put my Instagram on their show so that people could go mess with me, and they told the lies about what they're claiming happened, and that is not the truth. So not only is this guy lying to everyone, but he's claiming to be a male self-improvement expert and the leading show for male self-improvement, but the culture that he is raising is gross and disgusting. These are bullies. I get at least 5 messages a day of people telling me I'm a whore, telling me to go kill myself, people commenting on my pregnancy announcement video, telling me I've been sleeping around, just awful comments. And here's the thing. Not a lot of people, only the people close to me know the real situation of what's going on with me and the father of this child. But the truth is, I can't talk about it because I've been threatened. My safety has been threatened. I was threatened, and I've been talking to a lawyer, and I'm not able to discuss the details of that. So right now, I just have to leave it kind of plain and generic, and I'm fine with that. But me receiving all of this harassment and bullying and all of these comments, it's heavy, and I'm tired of it, and I'm not going to keep receiving it without taking a stand for myself. So that's why I'm making this video, because anyone who's following him needs to know the truth. You need to unsubscribe from his channels, because this is not someone who will help a man improve himself. This is someone who will help a man dig himself into a hole, and his culture speaks for itself.
What I am interested in is guys getting a positive message, a useful message. I mean, listen, you can be part of the problem, and you could be part of the solution. And I really feel like this is becoming a serious fucking problem. I mean, if you got 500,000 subscribers, that's a lot of people that are influenced by your message. And if your message is like it's okay to mistreat women because of any number of reasons, oh, she does OnlyFans, you don't have to respect her, or she's a single mom, or she's a thought, or bro, who the fuck is niggas to decide who is respectable and not respectable, and who you can degrade and not?
Wow. You just said you're gonna physically put me out, right?
No one's gonna physically touch you.
What's your name? Fresh and Fit. Go ahead, put me out.
Yeah.
Put me out.
Yeah. So she stepped on my foot. She did it again.
Oh, what?
Stepped on it again.
What?
So yeah. So
what?
Yeah, she assaulted me. So yeah, go and send the police. She assaulted me on camera. So yeah, get on camera.
What?
Yeah, call the cops. Or get the cops over here. So, stepped on my foot twice. All right. Yeah, go ahead, send them over.
Why is it genuinely concerned? Because I wouldn't want to hear that any female. Okay? I don't care about her personal life, her personal choices, her age, where she's from, what decisions she's made. I don't want to hear that any female is like alone in a pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Or is feeling abused or taken advantage of, or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. The only thing that I can hear worse than that is a child being abused or molested or whatever like that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's like a serious freaking issue. Just like if you see a single mom and she's making really bad decisions and she has kids and she's putting them at risk, it's like, part of you might be like, listen, I don't really care, I want to mind my business. But then when there's a child involved, it's like, whoa, ugh. Somebody has to say something.
That he did offer to support me if I got an abortion.
But that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Like that type of stuff.
I just want to make sure I put that out there, because for one, it's important for people to understand, like, you can't only support someone when they do what you want them to do. And for two, like, he did offer some sort of form of bullshit support.
What I'm trying to say is that as a man, you are responsible. Like you're responsible for certain things. I'm sorry. And if there's people out there that think that's not fair or whatever, then it's like you're being hypocritical if you believe that men and women are fundamentally different. I do believe that. So if a woman is misguided and she has these misconceptions and she believes this fuckery, in my mind, to an extent, it's the responsibility of the guys that are dealing with her, whether they're brothers, friends, coworkers, whatever. If you're interacting with a chick constantly, you have a certain level of responsibility to be honest with her as a dude, as a man. You know what I'm saying? To kind of lead her. Just like if you're older and you're around people that are younger than you, you kind of have a responsibility to be like, hey man, don't do that. You shouldn't do this or whatever. You have somewhat of a responsibility to kind of say something. So I feel like if you're interacting with a woman, even if it's just casual sex or if it's your fucking wife, that's two extremes. But if you're interacting with a woman, you're dealing with a woman, I feel like to a degree, you have to take some responsibility for what's going on in the situation as the man. So what I'm getting to is that guys having unwanted pregnancies with women and stuff like that, this is part of the game. It happens. You put your dick in a vagina, sometimes she can get pregnant. It's a risk that you're taking. And what I'm saying is, should that happen, you have some level of responsibility. Even if you're not getting along with her, even if she's not the bestest, girl in the world, she's difficult or whatever, to a degree, you gotta kind of be there in some areas. You don't gotta necessarily be in a relationship or working it out like that, but you kind of have to deal with the situation together and try to kind of do what's best or what's right. You guys made a mistake. You made that mistake together, one way or another. And there's a lot of guys out here that solely blame single motherhood on the woman. I believe that women are definitely responsible and accountable for that. They're in charge of reproduction, but men are also responsible for where they throw their seed. You're responsible for that, buddy. You know what I'm saying? If you get sperm jacked, that means you didn't properly dispose of your stuff. If a girl tells you she's on the pill and you still want to skeet up in her and take her word for it, you were irresponsible with your skeet. So, I mean, unless you put a gun to your head and say, put it in me, come on, man, you got to be responsible for where your stuff goes. I mean, just like if you want to be out there dealing, you want to be a dope boy, sometimes dope boys get caught. They go to jail. What you going to do? You want to back out then? You can't. You got to go do the time. So what I'm trying to say is you drink and you drive, sometimes you get a DUI. The point I'm trying to make, bro, is that we take risk. Right. The point I'm trying to make is that we take risk, but as men, we got to deal with the consequences one way or another. You got to address the shit. And I just feel like this particular situation, I don't really care about the individual to that extent. What I'm focusing on is the scenario here. She's who she is, he's who he is, but I'm focused on the scenario. This is not isolated. This happens often. Shit like this happens. And I feel like we need to deal with it better is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and it's definitely like it's a teachable moment when things like this unfortunately happen. I mean, I'm gonna give my final thought on it.
Yeah, let's do that.
My final thoughts at the end of the day, and I don't want to say it's to the individual because I don't know the individual, so I don't have any rapport with him or anything like that. But to guys out there in the world that are seeing this and may have been in this situation or may later on be in a situation like this, try to lead with love. When you do something, think about if love is involved. And if it doesn't feel like love is involved, then you're probably not doing the right thing. You know what I mean? And hopefully, with that final thought from my end going out, I hope that there's a resolution between you and him that comes together. I don't want to say in the name of love as in a relationship, but in just love for humanity and love for understanding how actions that we do as men affect women, and even with you as a woman, how it can affect the men, vice versa. I don't know you. I just met you today. I don't know him, but what I do feel from listening to how her projections and where she's coming from, I feel like she's very honest in what she's saying. I don't feel like she's saying anything that's and that, again, that's no discredit to her because I don't know the guy, but I just hope that you guys can resolve that for not only for the sake of you guys, but for the sanity of the new life and, just for men going forward, and learn something positive. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk our shit, we're going to joke, we're going to laugh and all that. But as I know you and me as well, the main objective is to be teaching. Just doing things in the name of love. It's just just love for. So that's my final thought. I mean.
Yeah, for sure. No, I was going to let you close out.
I want to also make sure that people understand, especially women, because a lot of this I haven't said some of the things that I wanted to say, which is, if you feel like something is wrong, don't try to tell yourself that it's okay. If you feel a warning or a sign, like, follow that. Like, if you feel it's not okay. But then also, I do want to take a step back and say that a lot of people are asking me why I decided to make it public and why I decided to tweet. I gave him the opportunity to address these things with me before I tweeted, and he decided he didn't want to. It wasn't important. He told me that I was nagging. He told me that I was being annoying. So I was iffy already in tweeting it, but I literally tweeted because I knew that there had to be other women that experienced what I experienced, and if I had to be the one to say it and be picked apart for my OnlyFans and everything else, I didn't give a fuck, because he needs, this is not, in terms of teaching other men, in terms of dealing with women, in terms of everything, this is not the man that you need to listen to. He's manipulative. He doesn't live anything that he says. He doesn't practice anything that he preaches.
I just smell insecurity from him. I don't know why. I just get that vibe.
Hey, man.
I agree. I don't hate Red Pill. I like a lot of their self-improvement stuff. I don't think it's bad advice for men. I just think a lot of those guys don't actually have game, because I consider myself a pretty average girl, and I'm shouldn't I want to sleep with you? If you're that good at talking to girls.
Wait, so you're saying that when you watch a video of Myron arguing with a girl for 2 hours, you do not get turned on? How's that possible?
No.
Every girl,
Well, and I'm gonna be honest,
Myron,
should be my type. He's tall. I usually go for tall black guys, if I'm being honest. And
you're pretty tall yourself. You're 6 feet, right?
Yeah, and so you would think, but no, I don't know what it is. It's he has a weird. I appreciate that he works hard, and I think Fresh and Fit, they're out streaming every night. I just think they're fake it till you make it type of guys. And at some point, maybe they'll have real dating advice. I just don't see the stuff they have for pickup as being real, if that makes sense.
And I don't think that's advice that you want to subject yourself to. And I'm pissed that I even it's a lot of regret, but I also care about the people that are taking this information in. This is not the guy that you want to listen to. And women, if you are dealing with someone like this, girl, just
don't even consider going on that damn podcast.
Dumbass niggas with the same tired background, same fucking million plaque. We got $200,000 plaques now, and we're gonna get a million plaque, and we're gonna get the other channel another million as well, and Fresh's channel gonna hit 100,000.
Facts.
We are better than you niggas. Period. Fuck out of here,
Don't
man.
listen to that advice ever, because women will say that to you. Oh, unconditional love, and I'm gonna love you, whatever.
As long as you make somebody outside from yourself
can you
responsible, it's going to be a
Can you let me
conditional
finish?
love.
You let me finish? Okay. So
Please
what I was
finish.
saying is that love is always conditional to some degree. As a man, you have to bring something to the table for a woman to love you. Now, I get what you guys are saying, the Disney fairy tale, but that's not how the world works.
I think that's what you've
Can you stop
learned
cutting me
in
off?
life.
Seriously, can you stop cutting me off?
Do you feel like I'm cutting you off?
You are.
I think this was
You've
a
done it twice
conversation, not
now.
a monologue.
No. Did you not ask a question?
I'm sorry?
Did you not ask me a question?
Yeah, I was asking you what is
which I was
unconditional
doing,
love.
and then you cut me off twice. I counted it.
Are you mad?
Hey, listen.
Not at all.
Marn.
Because I'm under the impression that you just got super mad.
No. It's rude to cut people off.
No,
especially on their own
I
platform.
was trying to just.
Hey, pause. Listen, end of the day, I
Say
told you
something.
before. Now, you get one final warning. If not, we have 3 ladies on the couch.
Oh, I don't mind
You know
leaving
what?
this show if
Goodbye.
I'm not allowed to
Goodbye.
talk.
Get the fuck out.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You gotta respect the platform and not cut people off.
Thank you.
I'm myself.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, go ahead.
you can take yourself outside.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you. Trace, can you
I find it so funny that these guys think they're alpha and 1% men and all this other stuff, right? They lack integrity. They get upset at the most random stuff. When I was on the podcast and they kicked out that girl, one of the girls beside me was like, yo, you're being emotional. He's like, no, I'm not being emotional. I was like, bro, why are you screaming like this? No wonder these girls come on your podcast and don't respect you. You don't command respect. You just yell and get them kicked out. You think that's alpha behavior? The idea that you can't even get respect from these ladies is an indication of the fact that you don't know what you're doing. It's hyper emotional. You're just screaming and getting mad. I'm laughing at this because it's pathetic. I don't know what's wrong, but every episode I see you just screaming, getting mad, screaming at ladies, railroading like women who aren't prepared with all these stats and numbers. These ladies are like, yo, you want to come on a podcast? I'm like, sure. Turns out that 8% of all men. Well, how does that have a way to have a discussion? Just chill, nigga. It's not that deep.
I mean,
please.
Like for females, like that's the message I want to get across. Is don't even consider going on this fucking podcast because it's ridiculous, bro. There's nothing professional about it. There's nothing genuine about it. There's nothing honest about it. It's nothing productive about it. It's fucking cesspool of bullshit. And then of course with the guys and the male subs, man, the fuck what we talking about isn't fucking projection or assumption or whatever. This shit is happening for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the chick Anna. You got her. There's several women that are getting ridiculous fucking messages from these subs.
First of all, I gotta ask Anna, how are you feeling right now? How's everything going?
It's been a little stressful.
I imagine.
Yeah, we just been trying to get a lot of the comments under control and like block the death threats and hope your baby dies stuff because that's a little much.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's hard to imagine what you're going through, and especially receiving messages like that, especially from guys like 360, because we already know that that's the kind of mentality that people who are sending those messages over to you. And just what are your thoughts on how that community itself, how it impacts the mentality of these men in terms of how they view women?
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are more so based on like it's been proven, it's been shown that their verbiage, that their outlook, that their opinions of women are exactly what their followers go by, and the attitude that they adopt.
So the impression is definitely being made. This negative fucking influence is real.
Right,
and
please stop threatening me in my DMs.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like when your subs are threatening pregnant women, Anna is also fucking pregnant. And that shit was stressing her out. Her doctor, as well as Anna's doctor, literally saying the same exact thing, that they need to like stay away from social media, don't look at anything or read anything, because this negative comments and the bullying and the messaging and the DM from these subs from this fucking podcast is affecting the babies. This is ridiculous.
Please don't bully women. Like, guys, you can't go in a girl's DM and give her death threats. Like, that shit makes no sense.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Like, I really want to understand, like, and I mean this like with all love and would you talk to another man like that? Like if you wouldn't talk to
that's
another
the crazy thing,
if you wouldn't talk to another man like that, why would you do that to a woman? And you're sending death threats via social media.
They hand you a drink and keep the cup full so that you're easy to agitate and off of your game. I stayed sober specifically so that I could see what the F was going on, so that I could feel the energy in the room, so I could stay aware. The way the alcohol and the cockiness and rambling of the other women mixed with the leading questions and the BS got me right out of my chair, and it had me walking to my car. And the fans are the most hateful, spiteful, ignorant people. I explained how I felt and why I felt it on my Instagram, and all I got was your stupid OnlyFans itch. Why did your dumbass go on the podcast? All right, let's keep going down here. He said
somewhere, and someone had seen me on the Pascal show or whatever, and was like, yo, this is from Myron. I just want to let you know you're a punk ass bitch and you're this, that, and the third. And it was like confronting me to my face. And I was just like, bro, and I never said anything. And once again, I didn't go to the police because I'm a pushover, but like, just don't follow me. Don't approach me in public, and stop threatening me in my DMs. Because like, you're threatening me, you're threatening my child, you're threatening my unborn child. You're saying all this bullshit, and I just don't like it. Like, please stop.
Where the fuck do they get these dudes?
This is crazy.
The sub base that they have is.
I never thought in like my years of living that I would hear some
stupid shit like that's what I'm saying. This shit's frequent.
Like, y'all are threatening a woman,
bro.
Bro,
listen to what I'm trying to say. This is frequent. So
this is all new to me.
There's tons of women that have been on the podcast and they experienced this afterwards, and it's like, I'm looking at this shit and it's like, bro, like, I'm the dude that asked them to come on. Like, I'm the guy that invited them to come on. I'm just over here like, Jesus Christ,
do
bro.
not go on that podcast. They're putting you on the chopping block. Like once you leave, your life will never be the same.
And these guys are going. But here's the thing, though. These guys are
negativity.
going out of their way to do that. They're giving out these girls' Instagrams. They're giving out their information, and they're kicking girls out to make a spectacle and all this type
Coming
of
on
stuff.
here thinking like, oh, we're like the prize. We're like, fuck out of here. You guys are on our platform. And I'm not, because another girl tried to say that
don't
before.
take it that way. We
I just
were
wanna be
here for you
I just
guys.
want to be very
We're
clear
here to
about that.
support. I'm from Miami, so I'm here to support.
Yeah, no, I just want to make that
Of
very clear that we don't
course.
need girls on this
No.
show. We're going to be successful without you guys. This
Of
is a perk that we
course.
do late night. We do a main show. So a lot of girls get it twisted thinking like, oh, we need girls. Like, we don't need you guys at all.
We know that.
Okay, just
So
want
what
to
you
make that
bring us
very
on
clear.
here for? What you bring us on here?
Well, listen, if you don't want to be here, you can get the fuck out.
Nobody said I don't want to be here. Why do you have to go from 0 to
No,
100?
because you've already been disrespectful in the beginning.
Please Why?
No, you're already done. Get out. I'm dead ass. Get out. Take your headphones. Get out.
Let's take several
serious.
seats, guys. It's okay.
I'm dead ass. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I'm not gonna tolerate no chick coming on here thinking like, oh, I'm special, but all this. Like, you can walk out now. You can walk out.
Okay,
We're all special.
already.
And get
We're
her
all
out, bro.
special, guys.
And get her out. Okay, well, you can wait downstairs then. You were not waiting out here. You're not waiting here.
That was fast.
You are not
Okay.
waiting here.
Already, holy smoke.
Allende, get the fuck out of here right now, bro.
Yo, y'all got the popcorn?
Yo, this is just started, man.
Camera. What is it?
This
Lights,
just
camera,
started.
action. Oh, please.
I'ma
Come on,
just
don't
tell
leave her
y'all
outside,
she's-
though.
Yo,
'cause
guys, real talk.
This is Miami, though.
This is live, man.
Oh, hell.
I thought this was gonna be a great show. Like, what's going
It
on
is
right
a
now?
great show, because it's okay. It's okay. Mylan, calm down.
Yeah.
Relax. It's okay.
I think the fact that she was kind of like, he's blocking me.
Fresh.
It's our
No,
show.
I know.
So I get it, but it's like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys.
Just like this is fucking crazy, bro. But what I'm trying to say, bro, is that I don't even know what to tell these subs. Like, I don't even know what to tell you little niggas. Like, I can't even believe that you motherfuckers are conducting yourselves this way. And so many of you, like the messages that I get, I'm just looking at this shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers is lame as hell. Even like messaging me the stupid shit that y'all message me, simping for these other grown ass men that are lying ass, fraudulent, fake ass personas. But you messaging women this type of shit? Like, cause like a dude is just gonna laugh at the shit. I'm just gonna brush it off because I know you niggas is all soft. You niggas say this shit from behind a screen or some device. Like, I'm not hard to find. You motherfuckers would never come say this shit to my face, and I wish you would. That'd be great. But you ain't gonna do that. But the fact that you messaging chicks, like that affects chicks. You know what I'm saying? That gets in their head and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't take nothing you motherfuckers message me seriously. Not even a little bit, bro. Like, real shit. Like, I really don't care what you think. You could say it's for clout and you can't stop talking about fresh and fit and bro. It's like, nigga, please. Whatever. Y'all niggas is corny as shit. I've heard worse like roasting sessions in the barbershop, nigga, and that shit's fun.
Even, like,
you know what I'm
before
saying?
I
But
got here-
the point is that you motherfuckers are super duper pathetic if you're gonna jump in a chick's DM to say anything. If you're gonna jump in a chick's DM, I don't even care if you say something positive, like, hey, I saw you on the so-and-so show, you're beautiful and whatever. You're still a lame, dude. That's lame. There's millions of just regular beautiful women out there. Shoot your shot and keep it moving. But to be harassing a chick and threatening a chick and putting your 2 cents in it, first of all, nobody even cares what you have to say. They're only responding because what you're saying is so offensive and so fucking alarming. But they're not responding to you as an individual because you're a fucking nobody. You're a nobody. And you won't become somebody by messaging these chicks this shit.
There's a pool of men that are supposedly betting that I lied about this pregnancy and that I will fake a miscarriage, but like you harassing me in conjunction with said, person that's responsible harassing me and calling me, like, you're not predicting, like, you're literally like attempting to cause what you're sitting here betting on the internet.
Miscarriage. And then y'all acting like a bunch of bitches, because that shit these feminists be doing. Y'all be acting like bitches.
To play devil's advocate, are you generating a certain amount of like income from your social media?
I was before, but no, not as much. Not as much now.
Okay.
Since I lost my page.
Okay, so just to play devil's advocate.
Wait, let me ask you a question. How'd you lose your Instagram page?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what happened. I
Yeah,
really
because this
don't.
dude be hacking my Instagram. That's some other bitch shit you be doing.
I woke up.
Hey, hacked my IG twice, nigga.
Let me to play devil's advocate. What if one would say, because if it was me, and I would know that it was bringing all that stress to the baby, I would just eliminate social media for the whole pregnancy.
I want to.
I think you should.
And I should, but
you shouldn't have to, based on.
Yeah, but you should.
But for the betterment of new life, I think that
I get a lot of bullshit on there, but I also get a lot of encouragement, and I'm not surrounding myself with people. I'm not surrounding myself with people in real life, so I kind of rely on social media for.
No. Trust me, I get it. I'm not judging you because I know that everybody has their reasons. That's the problem with these fucking dummies on social media. They jump to all type of conclusions and don't know the ins and outs. They don't know what's really going on behind the scenes, but they
I try to give it a
act
little
like
bit
they
of a
know
break,
somebody.
Though. I do. I try to take breaks from it, but I shouldn't have to, but I should, but still just stop it.
I think personally you need to find a support group, find some other females that have been in or are in similar situations so you guys can support each other. I think you being alone is definitely not wise or, safe at all. I think.
Yeah, because now I feel stupid I even said that on here.
No, I mean, but it's the truth. I don't think you should be running from your truth. That's not the issue.
No, I mean,
you know what I
stupid
mean?
safety-wise that I'm broadcasting that I'm alone.
Well, I don't think any of these guys are of any real threat. I doubt that. Not that I'm downplaying, threat or risk, but I wouldn't say that any of these guys are seriously an issue. As long as nobody knows where you live, your address and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think you need to seek a trustworthy support group. And I know there's got to be a place. There's got to be somewhere where that's available. But yeah, man, let's get out of here. I mean, overall, I hope that the situation gets better. Something positive comes from it. It's really unfortunate, unnecessary. But I want to thank you for coming and talking about it. I know it's not easy at all. It wasn't something you wanted to do. I didn't even want to have this fucking conversation. And also any other females that want to reach out to her or reach out to me and talk about their experiences with the situation. Yeah, we're open to that.
We're both a safe space.
Yeah, we're open to that.
If you have anything you need to say,
yeah.
Be careful and stay off that podcast.
For sure, man. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Be good. Like my boy said, put some love on it. Peace.
You're trying to embarrass and raise tension in the room.
No, it's not even embarrassment. It's not even embarrassment. It's not even embarrassment.
She's touched me several times. And I'm voicing my concern now. Stop touching me, please.
Can I say something whenever I can? Can I say something whenever I can? What can I say something?
No.
You're extremely disrespectful.
All right, let's finish this.
You're extremely disrespectful.
Can I just say something?
Sure, go ahead.
One, I've touched her, I've touched you, and I apologize. That's just how I talk. I'm a very ADHD person. I just talk.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I
cool.
apologize. I don't mean. And then you said not to touch you. I won't touch you.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's it.
Yeah.
And there's no argument. That's it. Okay.
If it was the other way around, it would not be just this or come on.
Yes, it would.
It's the
I
point.
would have
not
been
have
like,
even reacted
if
to
I
that.
told you, oh, don't touch me, and you said, okay, that's it. That's it.
I mean, if you
we would've
groped
been
me,
the same.
it's one thing, but literally going like this, you're just trying to raise tension for no reason. Because you don't like us, literally.
No, you know what?
Extremely dismissive and disrespectful to the platform, but it's fine because this just shows what we've been saying the whole time.
I don't respect.
You don't? Okay. Well, then you know what? You can get up and leave.
Yeah, let's boot them out.
You can get up and leave at this point.
All right, let's go.
If you're not gonna respect the. Okay, both of you can leave.
That's fine.
That's fine. If both of you want to leave.
And unsubscribe and share this video because people need to know. And also, women who agree to be on this show need to know the truth behind what's going on. And also, Myron said that people can't come on the show unless they sleep with him. I can't come on the show unless I sleep with him. He said, I only collaborate with women I'm dating. So, is he saying he slept with every woman that's been on the show? Because I'm guessing that's probably not the truth. Because I kind of doubt that he would actually be able to get all those women. But I'm not gonna. That's just my speculation. So, okay, that's all. Like this video, share it, subscribe. Peace out.